Hiya Mark, great to see the footage of you. Obviously things are progressing nicely, and I think, you know, overall, like you said in your email, the backswing now is looking much tidier than it was before. Some very, very good comparisons to be made there between yourself and Mike Bennett at the top. Great work in that regard. That really has come on a ton since we first started the online sessions. Maybe some 4 months ago, so that's coming on a treat. You can see they're nice and centered, so the backswing is standing up to some really good comparisons there from P1 to P4. Things are looking great. Much better foot flow, much better side bend in the hips, much more extension of the lower body, so the right leg straightened in a more appropriate manner. The hip slant is completely different, nowhere near as level, so better side bending in the hips viewed from face on, and better tilts when we look at it from down the line. So all in all, a great improvement in regards to your backswing. Now then, the real issue you're finding is this not flexing forward too much, if you will, and losing height there during the downswing. And although that's excessive, I'll tell you something, it's a lot less than it was a few months ago. A lot less. And just for your own sort of knowledge, if you will, and so that you can police things, when we see a player whose head drops down and back, camera wobbles a little bit there, let's just get the lines out. You get the idea though, the upper centre translates back and the head works down during the downswing. This can be caused by excessive hip slide, which I think, you know, judging again by your email, that's what you seem to think you're doing. Although I don't think you've got necessarily excessive hip slide. If we look at the left knee there, just prior to P6, it's just a couple of inches outside the left ankle, as per the model suggests. You can see there with Charlie Way. So why is it we're losing a lot of height, and why is it we're dropping down? Well, the other thing that you need to do is you need to lower the club, if you will, and lower the butt of the club. So we want to try and get P6 happening as the shaft's getting parallel and getting this left arm in line with the right thigh. Now unfortunately this footage is a little bit blurred and we missed P6. However, with a high speed camera what we'd see is a P6 where the left arm is a little bit too far away from the target, if you will, a little bit outside the right leg, and what we'd see is a player who's holding on to accumulator 1, the right arm. So we can see here Charlie's moved the butt of the club away from the shoulder at a steady rate as he starts his downswing. And what another player's done here is a player like with yourself who's lowered the butt of the club by dropping the right shoulder. So the arms aren't firing quickly enough. So there's different ways of lowering the club during the downswing. So what we should be getting, this is just me, excuse the casuals, this was just me on a day off, hitting a few balls in my net. From the top, we want to feel like the arms are working at a steady rate. Now, it's hard to put a number on this for you, but what I'm going to say is that the arms should be moving down at the same rate that the hips are moving forward. So rather than dropping the club by lowering the right shoulder, causing the upper axis to drop back, what I'm actually doing is steadily expanding accumulator 1, the right arm, from P4, well just short, actually just about P4.5 to P6. If I hang on to that right arm and I don't expand it at a steady rate, then the upper axis will translate back. So it's not all about hip slide. Yes, the hips need to slide forward. However, the arms also need to start to swing during the downswing. And when we look at it from down the line, you can see that the right arm doesn't really do anything. So the butt of the club is being lowered by the sliding of the hips and the lowering of the right shoulder, which is causing you to dip and drop back. What we see with Charlie Wee and what we're seeing with myself up on the centre is the hips are sliding forward, but the butt of the club is moving away from the shoulder at a steady rate by the right arm expanding. Now, I'm just going to zoom this back a little bit and show you. This was a drill I was working on. I've actually demonstrated this on a video on my channel for a guy called Dave Wilding. And the title of the video, it doesn't have any volume on it. The title of the video is Dave Wilding Key Pieces. And you'll see that on there during the last few weeks. So what I was doing here was a drill where I go to the top of the backswing. And the feeling is that I'm going to straighten the right arm to P6. I'm going to straighten the right arm again. And then I'm going to hit the shot. So it's like a pump drill. So we just take that back to the top and I'll play it through for you. This would be an excellent drill for you to work on. Moving the butt of the club away from the shoulder as the body goes forward. So straightening that right arm out. Doing the same again. And then on the third go, without any pausing, hit the shot. And there's some great footage of Mike Bennett demonstrating that drill a lot better than I do, and he's dressed more appropriately as well out on YouTube. So plenty of work on just speeding up the rate at which accumulator 4 the left arm and accumulator 1 the right arm are moving from P4 to P6. If the arms don't move quick enough, the right shoulder drops, the axis translates back. Good luck with it. Any questions, feel free to drop me a line. Progression's good, keep up the good work, and I'm sure you'll have a wonderful season. Well done.